moves fast. Join the show that keeps you one step ahead. Jersey Central with Bert Barron on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
It is 7:37. We're back on Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. Congratulations to Barbara in North Brunswick. She was the 14th caller at the end of the last half hour there for our contest, and she gets the 4-pack of tickets to experience Generations at McCarter Theater this coming Friday at 8 p.m. Going to give away another 4-pack of tickets on the show tomorrow, and a little bit later this morning, Douglas Martin, the artistic director of American Repertory Ballet, is going to join us to talk about the show that's going to be happening on Friday there in Princeton. So make sure you're here for that. Coming up a week from Sunday already will be the Purple Light event with our friends from the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network of New Jersey. If you recall, when Todd Cohen was with me in the studio about a week or so ago, he talked about some bicyclists from Jersey who did a cross-country ride to raise funds and awareness for pancreatic cancer research. And I'm real excited to be joined this morning on the Jersey Central Newsmaker hotline with one of the guys who took part in this coast-to-coast bike ride. And we have Josh Johannessenn, who's with us here on WCTC. Hey, Josh, good morning. It's Bert Barron. How are you?
Hey, good. Good morning. How are you?
Good. Good to talk to you. The weather today, not good for bicycling, right, if you were in this rain like this? Not a good day for it.
We went through some of it in Wisconsin. 3 out of 4 days when we were in Wisconsin, we had downpours for like a solid 2-3 hours at a time.
I'm sure they told you that it was lovely that time of year as well. But this is remarkable, Josh. You and 2 other bicyclists, Portland, Oregon to Portland, Maine. Whose idea was this? And talk about just some of the memorable experiences of this cross-country bike event that you guys did.
It was my idea. It's not my first cross-country trip. 2016 in the summer, I went from New Jersey to Santa Monica, then up the coast to Seattle.
Wow.
It was about 5,300 miles, and I raised money for my friend that had breast cancer, and I wound up raising a lot for medical bills, so I decided I wanted to do it again. So I reached out on Facebook to see who wanted to do another trip with me, and my friends from high school, Scott and Jose, they reached out to me, and it was originally supposed to be 8 of us, but it just came down to just being me, Scott, and Jose, and we went from Portland, Oregon to Portland, Maine. It was 3,700 miles, and we wound up raising $10,000 for PanCan.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
A pretty cool experience.
Why PanCan this time around, Josh? Any personal connection?
At the start of the trip, or at the beginning of the planning stages, there wasn't any personal reason for me. It was more Jose. He saw his best friend's mother pass away from it. It took a few months, and she finally passed away. But while we were in the planning stages, there was a woman that we went to church together, and I've known her for years, and she was so supportive of me over my first bike trip, and I got the news that she got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and she wound up passing away within like a month and a half.
Yeah.
So we kind of did the trip in both of their honors, and we wanted to make as big a difference as we could.
That's what makes pancreatic cancer so diabolical, Josh. And you've probably learned a lot about it with the bike event, and just that when that diagnosis comes, oftentimes it's almost too late for the person by then, which makes it such an insidious disease.
Yeah, honestly, before I did the trip, started planning, I knew little to nothing about pancreatic cancer, and it's very surprising how low the survival rate is. It's like 5%. It's real tough.
Yeah, way too low. So talk about the bicycling event. How many hours per day did you guys pedal for this?
We were out on the road we would wake up and leave probably around like 8:30 at the latest, and we would be gone for a solid like 9 to 12 hours. Sometimes we would not finish before the sun went down, and we would ride into the night. But one of the most memorable things about the trip, we're in Washington, and we left Goldendale, Washington at 11:15 at night, because we wanted to ride through the night because it was in the middle of summer. And I don't know we didn't know this personally, but Eastern Washington State is all desert. We had no idea. And so we were going through the desert at that time, so we wanted to do it at night when it was cooler. and we wound up doing like over 100 miles that day.
Wow.
And 5 miles into the day, we were going up like a 10-mile incline. It was very gradual, but we couldn't go fast at all. We had all our lights on. I had music playing on the speaker, and I see something. I was in the front, and then it was Jose, and Scott was in the back. And there weren't many cars on the road, and because it was in the middle of the night. And then we saw something coming towards us in the middle of the road. I was like, "Oh, cool! It's a deer up there, and it's pretty cool." And we got up closer to it, and we heard it was a mountain lion. There was claws on the road, and yeah, it was 10 feet from us. It was pretty exhilarating, but we we got up that hill pretty fast after that.
Holy cow! I'm not surprised.
We have never sounded like more of a man than at that moment. We were all yelling, screaming, top of our lungs, just to make sure it stayed away from us. But
oh man.
Yeah, it's pretty intimidating.
Yeah, I guess when you're riding in some remote areas on your bicycle in the middle of the night, I guess you could run into literally anything. That's wow.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, that was probably the scariest experience, but we got through it. It didn't come that close, just 10 feet.
Man, oh man.
But just another memorable thing about the trip was Jose. He brought a mini guitar, and he would just play so many different songs that he would learn them and just keep us entertained when we weren't riding, when we were on breaks. And yeah, it was, and the funny Instagram videos that we would make that kept us going. It like motivated us, and we just tried our best to make the trip as enjoyable for other people watching us, because there was a lot of people following us on Instagram and our personal Facebook accounts and everything.
That's cool.
And,
good for you guys. I bet you're glad that Jose knew a couple of other songs other than 99 bottles of beer in the wall, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I kept us going with that one. But I'm actually planning a third trip, a solo trip this summer for leukemia research, and all the trips, all the stories about my trips are on a website that my girlfriend and I made the past month or so. It's ridingforacause.com, and there's a tab that shows previous trips I've done, and it talks a little bit about each one, and talks about what the next trip is going to be about, and yeah.
Very cool. All right, I'll be sure to check that website out. And there was talk from Todd, who was with the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network in Jersey, that you and perhaps the other guys may be able to appear at the event, the Purple Light event.
Yeah,
is that still in the works?
I'm planning on being there. I don't have work on the weekends, so I have Sundays free, so I'm going to plan on being there.
Well, cool.
Scott might be cutting it close. He has something going on in the afternoon, but it doesn't start till 5, so he should be able to make it too. And I still have to reach out to Jose about it, but someone's going to make an appearance there.
Okay.
Not all three of us. I'm going to be there.
All right. So. Well, if Jose can make it, he can bring the little guitar and break into song or something while he's there for us, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right. Well, very cool. Josh, an amazing physical feat here that you've been able to do. And for pancreatic cancer research, remarkable. They're so grateful for the awareness and the funds that you guys were able to raise. And it's going to be great to see you at the Purple Light event coming up a week from Sunday. But,
yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, thanks for checking in this morning. And I'm going to check out the website and see what's coming up. But very inspirational stuff, my man. Thanks for the time, all right?
Right. All right, thank you.
All right. You bet. We'll see you then. All right, Josh Johannessenn